Hey guys, it's the Movie Buff Pains and we're back again with another video. Today we're going to show you everything that we picked up at Dollar General and Dollar Tree recently.
And joining us today is Ashes because she refuses to shut up.
Yep, so here she is. We'll go ahead and start with what we picked up at Dollar General. We just have a few things to show from there. First up, we have Catwoman.
I actually watched this one recently and it was all right, but I really watched it for Halle Berry, honestly. And she was fun to watch. Past that, not a good superhero film.
And so now we have it in our collection. Next up, we have Woodstock 3 Days of Peace and Music, the director's cut. Always wanted to check this out and I found it for $4, so I figured I might as well grab it.
Yeah, it looks to be interesting.
And then this is something that we saw last time we were at Dollar General and we had passed on it, but we decided to pick it up this time. It is a musical 4-film collection. And it has The Bandwagon, Kiss Me Kate, Calamity Jane, and Singin' in the Rain. And the only one that we own is Singin' in the Rain, so we thought this was a pretty good deal. Comes to about $2.50 per movie if you count all the films. So yeah, pretty cool box set to have, and passes the hard box test, so yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice looking set for sure, and definitely worth it since we didn't own 3 of the 4, so.
Yeah, so now we'll go ahead and show you what we found at Dollar Tree. First one is The Birdmen. And then the first of a few Echo Bridge, 3-film collections. They have a main film and then 2 bonus films. The first one is called Pimped. I'm sure it's a cinematic masterpiece.
Definitely.
And then you also get Executive Target and Riot in there as well, so why not? 3 movies for $1.
Next one we have is Dark by Noon.
You know me, I'm always just buying random horror-esque sounding movies. Actually, I don't even know if this is a horror movie, but...
Horror thriller, you like picking those up.
Yeah. Then we have The Cleaning Lady. I remember wanting to grab this one, I think at Walmart shortly after it came out, and I never got it, which I'm glad I didn't because now I found it for $1, so yeah, Cleaning Lady. Think that'll be a good one, Ashes? Next up, we have a triple feature. These all star Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's the Audrey Hepburn story, If Only, and The Suburbans.
Then we have Prey.
And Gothic Harvest. It has Lynn Shay in it, of course. I think she's in literally every horror movie ever made. But I never tire of seeing her in horror films. And then the next one we have here stars Alexander Skarsgård and Andrea Riseborough, and it's called Hidden. Sounds like it could be pretty decent, at least with that cast.
Last one's out.
A Shudder exclusive, so should at least be entertaining.
Yeah.
She's adorable. And then we have Dead Sight, which I will admit, when I first picked this up, I thought it said it had Lily Collins in it, and I was interested in it for that reason, but it has Liv Collins, so I don't really know why I bought this, but hey, it's $1. We'll buy anything for $1, basically. Oh, hello.
You're interested in that one, maybe?
Well, Ashes wants to watch it, so we'll probably watch that tonight. This next one looks pretty silly. It's called the Real Bruce Lee Collection, as opposed to the fake one, I guess. But no, it has a feature on here called The Real Bruce Lee, which says it's comprised of clips from Lee's boyhood, including footage of his real father and selections from his formative years in the film industry. And then it also has 4 other films on here. I don't know if they're narrative films or documentaries as well, but for $1, you get 5 movies. You kind of can't pass up on that, especially when it has to do with Bruce Lee. It sounds pretty cool.
Then we have Invisible Sue, which looks to be a masterpiece.
This one has a pretty good cast, including Emma Roberts, and that's In a Relationship. I also really like Michael Ingarano. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know, I've seen him in a few things here and there and I like him. And then this one was actually filmed in my hometown. I remember when they were filming it, the place where I went to get my hair cut, and the whole street was shut down because they were filming it there, and I remember being really interested to see it for that reason, but it ended up being it was a pretty decent film. And that's Jackie and Ryan, starring Katherine Heigl. And Katherine Heigl actually lives in Utah, so she was in a lot of films that were filmed in Utah, and this was one of them. And it was pretty cute. It was mostly fun just to see kind of my stomping ground from childhood and seeing all these places around town, but it was a pretty decent flick.
I remember when we watched it, it was fun seeing all the different locations that you had shown me around town, and yeah, it was a good film.
Yeah, another one that I really like that's filmed in my hometown is Drive Me Crazy with Melissa Joan Hart. I always like watching that one for that reason. And the first of a few Nickelodeon pickups, we have The Angry Beavers seasons 1 and 2. pretty excited to find that, especially for $1. It's awesome.
Then we have Beast Legends.
Sounds legendary.
Definitely. Looks like it could be somewhat entertaining with all the different creatures it has in it, so.
Then we have One Last Thing. And another Echo Bridge film set, the main film being 12 feet deep. And then you also get The Longest Swim and Keepsake. So, see how those are.
Then another Nickelodeon pickup, we got The Wild Thornberrys Season 1.
Pretty excited about that. I know you can get complete collections of a lot of these, but for $1 you can get a whole season. You kind of can't pass up on it.
Then we have Rocco's Modern Life Season 3.
This is always one of my favorites growing up. Where are you going? You want me to hold you?
Trading off on duties here momentarily, as this one is getting a little antsy. Next one we have is Nun's Deadly Confession.
I'm actually really excited about this one. I love nunsploitation films, even though this one looks like it's going to be really terrible.
Then we have End of Fall.
And then another Echo Bridge title here, Second Chance Christmas. I'm not sure what the other titles are in there.
Borrowed Hearts and A Christmas Without Snow.
Sounds amazing.
Yes.
Then we have Karma, another really dumb looking horror film. And then going right along with that, we have Voodoo Possession with Danny Trejo. I'm sure that'll be amazing.
You know, random fact I learned about him, he has the most on-screen deaths of any actor in Hollywood. It's like 65 times he has died on screen or something like that.
And for all of these horrible films.
Yep. Then we have Blackwood.
This one I'm actually pretty interested in. It's called Don't Hang Up. Looks like it could be a pretty good flick. I don't know. We'll see.
Might be actually.
You never know what you'll find at Dollar Tree.
Then another Echo Bridge set, and that is Dark House. And it also includes Grave Secrets, The Legacy of Hilltop Drive, and Empty Rooms. So, could be some entertainment in there.
Ashes said that she actually prefers DVDs as a format, and she cannot support our Blu-ray collection.
For shame.
So she left for the Blu-ray portion of the video. So we'll just go ahead and show you the rest of our haul, which is like 6 Blu-rays. Unfortunately, the last few runs through Dollar Tree have been very DVD heavy. Although this time they did have a bunch of Blu-rays, we just owned pretty much all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of the point we're getting to now, is that a lot of the Blu-rays they are sending are more mainstream. So, but it is nice when we do find these oddities that we don't own. It makes them more special.
Yeah, it is pretty hard to find Blu-rays that we don't already own, but there are some pretty good titles out there, so definitely hit up your Dollar Trees and see what they have to offer, because I saw some good stuff, but we already owned it all. So we'll go ahead and show you the Blu-rays that we picked up. This first one I'm really excited about because it is an Olive Films title, and I know there's been a few floating around this time. This one is called Greed in the Sun. So yeah, really cool to find an Olive Films title for only $1.
Then we found a double set, and it has The Recall and 9 Lives.
And we actually already own The Recall, but we picked it up for 9 Lives because apparently that's the only way you can own that title. So this one I'm really excited about. This is always one I wanted to add to the collection. I honestly couldn't even tell you why, but it's always been one kind of on my radar. And so when I saw it was popping up at Dollar Trees, I was hoping we'd be able to find it, and Andrew did, so that's awesome. And that's Hellride.
Then a must-own for anyone that we were able to find, and that is The Prince and Me 2, The Royal Wedding.
Speaking of which, though, they really should put the first one on Blu-ray, because it's a decent flick. And then, of course, no Dollar Tree haul would be complete without at least one Steven Seagal film, and we have The Perfect Weapon.
And the last one we have, funny enough, during this particular run at Dollar Tree, they have had a ton of like direct-to-disc, really poor-looking animated films, like a ton of different ones on DVD, and nothing really on Blu-ray except for one film. And I've heard of this film, but I've never seen it just because it's, you know, kind of smaller, direct-to-disc. Didn't really appeal to me, but for $1 I'll pick it up and probably give it a watch, and that is The Reef.
So yeah, that's our little haul from Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Some decent stuff this time, like I said, but all stuff that we own. But of the things that I saw in stores that we already own that I'd recommend, I at least that I can think of off the top of my head, I'd recommend Anna and the Apocalypse. I saw that a few places. And I saw Still Alice. I even saw that one on Blu-ray. That's definitely worth it. Are there any others you can think of?
Bad Teacher was there on Blu-ray. That's a fun one. I mean,
a fun
nothing
comedy.
great there, but definitely a fun comedy to pick up. Past that, I can't think of any others off the top of my head, at least.
Yeah, there are some good titles out there, so definitely get out to your Dollar Trees and check them out, because I'm sure you can find at least one thing for your collection. And we have to give a shout out to our executive producer patron, Chase Wilson, and also a big thanks to our other patrons. If you guys are interested in signing up for our Patreon, check out the links below. We also have a few other ways that you could support our channel if you feel so inclined. But as always, we just appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, and we will see you guys on the next one.
See ya.